For a touchback.
Set 50, plant.
Here we go.
Go. Hard.
Check.
Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Styles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to throw. Styles. That'll be complete to Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Hey, seam six.
Second and 9 now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 47. On first down, here's Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Styles. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 6. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Bang, 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 bang.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 10 logo.
Check, check. Watch me before. Watch me before. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Styles. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Styles. Yeah, he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready, ready?
They'll try to punch it in before that. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's run, let's run. Jam, 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 jam.
Hey, 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 hey.
They'll run it with Johnson. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Duke Johnson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Geis, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Here we go. 54. Get you on it. Get you on it.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 22,
Now this time Murray to throw it. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Come on.
Come.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Check 24, check 24. Out.
Blue draw Corker. Get it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come get get some. Come on here. Come get some.
80 weapon.
He don't want it.
Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
From the gun, Styles. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
This quarterback now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's first and 10. This is Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
5.
Looking to throw on second down. Styles. Complete. It's Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Set. 90, Wolf.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Go.
54.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Styles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Second and 3.
Exit.
Second and 3. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Topper! Now!
Off play action. Styles. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Ready?
Looking to throw. Styles. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy.
Go.
You got me ready. Don't be scared of it. Kill.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Back to throw. Styles gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Looking to throw. Styles stepping up, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say,
this is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's it. That's it. Big kick.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Get the ball. Check 3.
Shoot. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. 2nd and 1. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Pick the edge. Come. He's coming. Double up.
Greystone, travel.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
QB drop. Check three.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check your hot read.
General West. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Styles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, Styles to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Badgley now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Okay, ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I go.
Here's Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, zoom. Big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Styles. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check the tight.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Styles. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun. Styles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's done. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Check 43.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. On first down, done. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's able to find Diggs. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 30-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, echo.
Right there. 54, right there.
Operating from the gun. Styles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
Their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down now. It's done. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, right, get free. 1, 2. Ready? 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. It's Kelsey on the ground. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
2nd and 4. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Styles, complete to Hilton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here we go again. Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun. Styles. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And 7 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
13 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Murray now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Murray now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's done. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. And Diggs has it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's done, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. Or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Orbit.
We got double up, double up.
2nd and 3. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Styles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flushed out right. This complete to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Styles. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And the Cardinal first down.
Ready? Hey, hold on. Mark 54. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ready? 60 or.
And here we go. Watch the pass.
Big rip.
They run with Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
High 7. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Styles. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running out of the gun here, Breida. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Shaquem Griffin back on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Bullet, ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Styles. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Down. 15, line it. 15 line. 54.
From the gun on third down. Styles. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Niners, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.